All right, hey everyone. I'm back. Daily December ended yesterday, but you just can't keep me away from Pokemon games. Also, Happy New Year, everyone. I figured we should do something new for the new year. So, I'm going to play all of the Pokemon in Red version in 2025. We are going to complete this tier list as well as the Pokemon Yellow tier list. For Red, I'm going to do something different than Yellow. I am not going to be doing the same video format where I constantly roll out individual videos for every single Pokemon. Instead, what I'm going to do is a project that I have been thinking about for quite some time, which is to do every single Pokemon as a live stream, and likely first runs on live streams, maybe 2 runs on live streams. After all of that, I will then bring together all of those runs into one giant project and make a, like, I don't know, it's going to be like an 8 to 12 hour Red version video, and that will be every single run with every single Pokemon. And hopefully I will talk a little bit higher level details, well, not as many details in that video, and just give better comparisons between each Pokemon and how each typing plays in the game, that sort of thing. So that's my goal for the year. I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat the game with every single Pokemon. There are 151 Pokemon. 5 of them are impossible. We're going to start with the tier list in that state. So this is the Red version tier list as it is right now at the beginning of the year. 5 Pokemon completed: Weedle, Caterpie, Kakuna, Metapod, and Magikarp. Throughout the remainder of the year, I am going to fill in all of the other remaining Pokemon. So there's roughly 150 Pokemon, 365 days in the year. I have to do about 3 runs per week in order to finish that. So if you like streams and you like Generation 1, you're going to be eating well this year. Okay, let's talk about Venusaur in Pokemon Red. For base stats, 80 HP, 82 attack, 83 defense, 80 speed, giving it a 15.63% chance to crit, and it has a whopping 100 special, which is really good as a grass type, because all grass type moves deal special damage in generations 1, 2, and 3. Poison type moves, on the other hand, deal physical damage, but as you can see on the move pool on the right hand side of the screen, Venusaur does not get any poison type moves. It does get physical moves though, tackle at the start, and then later on it's going to learn body slam through TM. This is incredibly important because, like most grass types in Generation 1, it has Swords Dance. I think this is the second best move in the game, and in later generations, I think it's the best move in the game. It's fantastic to be able to increase your attack stat by 2 stages every turn. Now, growth is pretty good because it increases special. It also badge boosts, and you can use it 6 times. However, there's a downside here. Razor Leaf has a high critical hit chance, and with Venusaur's 80 base speed, Razor Leaf will always crit, bypassing beneficial stat changes. So, growth and Razor Leaf don't pair very well together. Instead, you'd have to use something like Vine Whip, Solar Beam, or Mega Drain to get the advantages of growth, and I just don't think that's going to be long-term a good idea with Venusaur. Also, I should mention that Mimic is not nearly as good in Red version when compared with Yellow version, because the enemy Pokemon, they don't have very good moves in this game. So in general, playing defensively has a lot less advantages. In Red version, it makes far more sense to play offensively in most cases. So of course, I'm going to start this whole series with a Pokemon that is going to be spamming Sleep Powder here and there. One of my favorite moves. Okay, are we all ready? Let's do Venusaur, and I'll end the poll. By the way, you're going to notice really quickly after this that the colors are weird. They're like just red and green, that's it. There's no other colors, just red and green. I tried for so long to make the Super Game Boy palette work, which is like this... it's like pastel colors. It looks really good. It looks similar to Yellow, but a little bit more faded. I have not been able to get it to work yet. Also, the emulator I use is Super Shucky, which is developed specifically for these solo challenges, and it does not support Super Game Boy colors. So unfortunately, yeah, we either get the run today or we don't get the run today. And if we get the run today, it has to be in the bad colors. I'm sorry. There's going to be a lot of people who complain about this. I'm sure. I am really frustrated that we can't have the beautiful colors. Hopefully later on in this series, we will get beautiful colors. Lewis, thank you for the €19. Really appreciate it. Oh, one more thing before I start. I'm also going to try and get good at posting stream highlight videos this year. I didn't want to really dive into it last year because we were frantically trying to do a bunch of other things, but it's something I want to commit myself to this year. So when you see a stream, you're not going to get with red version specifically, this is the format. You're not going to get a fully produced video for each Pokemon, but you will get a stream highlight video after the stream at some point, maybe a couple days later. It'll be a condensed version with a bunch of the just me sitting here talking about nothing cut out. And then after all of that, at the very end of the whole project, you'll get a big video comparing all of the runs that I've done. I've been watching a lot of like 12-hour Skyrim analysis videos, so they inspired me. All right, here we go. Hopefully nothing breaks. Seriously, I tested so many things, and oh gosh, it's been a little bit rough this morning. Okay. Pokemon Red, Venusaur only. See? It's all red. It's red version after all. The rival, of course, needs to be named Butt. Which version is better? Red, blue, or yellow? It depends on what you want to do. You want to beat the game as fast as possible, red or blue? Probably blue. The HM encounters in blue are slightly superior. Oh good, we have music now. I forgot to turn it on. We're just going to sit here with no music. The software had my back though. You'll notice some like small tile set differences where like signs look different than they do in yellow version. This really throws me off since I have played so much yellow over the past 5 years. Yes, for this run, wild encounters will be turned off except for my HM users. That will be the case with all of the red and blue videos. I shouldn't do this. That's bad play. In red and blue, don't buy anything in the Viridian City Mart. It's a muscle memory I went in there because of yellow version. But there are no potions in that mart. It's pretty weird. Also, there's no trainer right there. All the little things that are going to mess me up today in comparison. Also, this guy has a Weedle. Like, okay, cool. It's level 9. I think we should be fine because we're a poison type. So we take neutral damage from its attacks. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, Brock, minimum battles. No reason to do it any other way, in my opinion. He's going to be so easy. Also, his Pokemon are 2 levels higher than in red and blue, so I'm going to get slightly more experience. Onix also does not have Bind, it has Bide only. So only 3 moves on its moveset, which is a little bit different. Probably don't need to do that heal, but yeah. Also, we get to look at all the gorgeous old watercolor Sugimori art. I updated my overlay so that red and blue display it. Did that at some point last year. Go. Youngster Ben can sometimes be a little bit scary. We're okay though. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to go to the mart. So this is something I used to watch Van Man do. He would sell here and then he'd buy like 10 balls because you're going to need to purchase a bunch of stuff. But I'm also going to get some healing items. Did we fight the guy with the bugs? I don't think so. Venusaur's back sprite is, yeah, I know. It's really chaotic. It's really hard to tell what's supposed to be going on. Oh, the tile set doesn't change. I wait for the Pewter City tile set to pop back up there, but it doesn't change. Weird. Also, I do notice, if you look in the top left of the screen right now, we're getting a little error graphic showing up, so I don't know which graphic is causing problems every time we run into a battle. But apparently something is not happy. I'll probably pause in a second. Next trainer battle, I'll pause and we'll just check that out. Oh yeah, in here, we can catch a Spearow. Oh, I didn't think that was going to KO it. I really didn't think that was going to KO it. Maybe resisted Vine Whip will not KO it? No, we just throw balls. Okay. Yeah, I should have just done that from the start. I feel so silly now. Okay, Mount Moon. In here we can catch a Geodude. This Geodude is useful as an HM user. It can learn Dig, it can learn Strength. I'm gonna fight this guy because he's really fast experience. Oh yeah, I should get the escape rope. That's a bad habit of mine. I'll go back for it. So the escape rope is useful inside of Bill's house in red version because you can teleport back to Cerulean City and save time. This is not actually a time save in this run because I walked all the way back to get it because it would just be faster to walk back to Cerulean. The escape rope saves roughly 5 seconds. It's not really a big deal. You'll lose more time if like the enemy puts you to sleep once in the playthrough. Oh yeah, there's this guy. Let's quickly just resolve this error graphic that I'm having pop up. I don't know what it's telling me, it, like, can't find. The console has no errors. What could that possibly be, then? Also, I don't know why the overlay is saying 1 blackout. We're just going to remove that. Well, I don't know what the graphic is. I need to inspect it. Writing, like, coding stuff is hard. Rough. Also, I'm not a programmer. Why is it not giving me an error message? Usually it pops up as an error message when this happens. It shouldn't be for the trainers. It shouldn't be, but that's probably what it is. Let's just quickly check that. Because that code should just not run if it's not a trainer we're specifically trying to show a graphic for. But maybe. I'm just going to add a quick check-in. If this thing equals null, don't show it. Okay, wait. We're going to refresh and we're going to see if it fixes it. Hey, we did it. Okay, you were right. Good job, chat. Okay, back to the run. Leech Life does 4 times damage to Venusaur. The poison type deals super effective damage to the grass type and the poison type in Generation 1. It's a weird interaction. Kinda strange. So here we may have to use Leech Life against the coughing if our health gets really low. This is a tactic from the Ivysaur run that I did last year. I don't think we're gonna, no, we're just gonna crit the coughing. It's gonna be fine. I'm playing Venusaur right now very similarly to how I played Ivysaur in Pokemon Yellow. Oh! That's what happens when you expect Jesse and James. Holy. I was like, where are they? Then I totally messed up all my inputs. Yikes. No Jesse and James in this game. Becking Goldeen trainer. Venusaur has no problems against Misty. Imagine if for Starmie, a Psychic type had a Psychic type move. Scott Didmar QA, then Game Freak for all of Generation 1. Alright, Misty, easy. No problem. We're going to heal here because Vine Whip has low PP. I don't know why they gave it 10 uses. This is so weird. It has base 35 power. How does that make any sense? Anyways, we're going to save. I'll make my first save here. He does have a Charmander and it has Ember by this point. So it's going to be super effective. Also this thing. The Pudgioto, as I've heard some people call it. I forget who, but that feels very apt. Oh, no sand attacks. Okay, we're lucky. The Abra is always free, it only has teleport. Not a great position. Maybe I should have leeched lifed the, Alright, that crit's good. Excellent. We win, but kind of sketchy. The rival on Nugget Bridge is an interesting case when we compare yellow to red and blue. In a lot of cases, the trainers in red and blue have significantly worse movesets and teams when compared with their yellow version counterparts. A good example of that is someone like Koga, who in this game has Coughing, Wheezing, and Muck, and in yellow version, he has 3 Venonats, all that have Psychic. 2 of them have Sleep Powder. The Venomoth has Psychic and Toxic, and Double Team. Like, his team is just so much better in yellow version. But the rival is a bit of a different story in red and blue. In some of the fights, like Pokemon Tower specifically, I think his team is better in red and blue, and worse in yellow. We don't want Poison Powder. It's going to be so useful against this terrifying Zubat with Leech Life. Oh, Giovanni is another good example, yes. He's amazing in yellow version and absolutely terrible in red and blue. Just wait till we get to his team. You'll see the moveset. The movesets. Oof. Yeah, I think Rival like 5 is harder. Rival 6 might be harder too, because he has Alakazams in both of those fights, whereas in yellow version he doesn't. No, there's no Charmander there. I am gonna fight this guy to get the elixir. I thought for a second maybe I wouldn't, but it probably makes more sense to grab it. This fight takes like an extra maybe 5 seconds, I would say. And then the item is like maybe 2 more. It's like 7 seconds difference. My kite user is going to be Bellsprout or Oddish. I'm not going to fight that guy. Scott, do you think you'll make videos on the newer gens? Probably not, honestly. I might make like a single video here and there on the newer gens, but I don't think I'm going to make like a series on the newer generations. Maybe, if there's still demand. But I think that my audience is like... The core audience for my channel really likes Generation 1 and 2. Like, it's everyone who watches my stuff are around my age. I'm 32, I think? No, maybe 30. Yeah, I think I'm 32. I'm getting to that point where I forget. 33? 32. Yeah, 32. This fight can be kind of scary. I'll save. So yeah, most people that watch the channel are around my age. Because they're around my age, we like specific types of games. So I don't know if like there's going to be a huge demand for me to ever play like X and Y 100 times. 1,000 times. More like. Go back in here. I don't really want to use the full restore. Pokeboomers, that's a good term. I'm 19. Oh, it's great to have you here then. No, you don't need Sandshrew. You can't get Sandshrew in red. Sandshrew is blue. That's one of the reasons why you might want to play blue. But on this route, there are Oddish and Bellsprout, and you can catch them and use them for cut. But I cut Geodude for strength and dig. See? Like that. Ta-da! Now I have all my HM users. Except for Surf, which is going to be Lapras. That's one of the things. You don't get the gift Squirtle in Pokemon Red and Blue. So getting Lapras means that you have to fight Fivel earlier on. Venusaur seems to be taking decent damage. I'm just going to buy the Super Potions. Definitely don't need Rest. Rest is not nearly as good in Red and Blue as it is in Yellow, in my opinion. I've always said that, but people will tell me, no, God, you always use too much Rest. Okay, sure. Body Slam. Now that I'm looking at it a lot, this green and red coloring is fine. It's not bothering me as much as it was earlier today when I couldn't figure out how to make the pastels work. Oops. Roar. I don't think I need a save here. Maybe I did. Nah, I think I'm fine. See, he's got Kadabra by this fight. In Yellow, he doesn't. He doesn't have an Abra. He's just got like Sandshrew there. And it has Slash, so it's less likely to use Sand Attack, which makes it worse. The Sandshrew would be absolutely terrifying if it only had Sand Attack. That is... I don't want to even think about that. If it came out first and had only Sand Attack, on both Nugget Bridge and on the SSN, that would make that fight so much more difficult. Surge. Surge's team is quite different in Red and Blue compared to Yellow because he has 3 Pokemon, but all of them are lower levels. 21 Voltorb, 18 Pikachu, and 24 Raichu. It has Thunderbolt and Thundershock, so it's more likely to use Electric-type attacks, but as you could see there, I think he might be worse in Red and Blue compared to Yellow, which is saying a lot because he is very bad in Yellow. This should be fine. We're Big Boy Venusaur. We can probably one-hit all these Pokemon, right? Yep. Looks like it. One of the strategies that I employed with Ivysaur when doing this run was to... It was a Zealous Pawn's idea, but to use rare candies as soon as possible in the run. Oh, this is brutal on the eyes. I am so sorry. Look away if you don't like dark red and black together. Oh, sorry about that. my contractual obligation as a Canadian to apologize. Venusaur's a beast. Takes like no damage from body slam or from confusion. Well, Rock Tunnel's really easy, as we would expect. Self-destructing hiker, exactly the same as in yellow version. He is irrelevant, as you're seeing right here. Razor Leaf. Yay! Bye-bye, Leech Seed. Someone's gonna say, but you should use Leech Seed and Toxic together. No, absolutely no. It's so slow. Like, it does knock stuff out, and it's really fun and cool, but for this format, it's just not really a good strategy. Provided you actually have something else available. Some Pokemon don't have anything else available. Okay. Oh, what is this? I can fight this guy. Did a duo speed run of Emerald Legacy a few days ago. It gave me even more respect for you. Didn't realize how much planning goes into rooting. Yeah, the rooting, like, I've noticed this phenomenon for me too. When I watch other people doing these solo challenges, it seems so obvious what I should be doing. And then when I'm playing, it is not obvious at all. Like, there are like 40 different competing priorities and things I'm worried about. But then when I just watch, it seems really easy. I don't know if I need to deposit in red and blue. Ah! We probably don't need that rare candy. Time to sell stuff that we don't need, like nuggets. Oh. So I've already got Spearow, my cut user. But, okay, this battle is quite a bit different in Pokemon Red when compared with Pokemon Yellow. The rival in Pokemon Tower. Here he has a Gyarados, which has Hydro Pump. That's not scary for Venusaur, but for a lot of other Pokemon, that's going to be terrifying. Also, Execute, look at the sprite. This sprite's amazing. There's a giant egg. One of them's giant. I don't know why they decided that that Execute needs to be giant. Thanks for the badge boost, Gyarados. Bye-bye. But from here, should be easy. And not much damage from Ember. Yep, win. So Pokemon that are weak to water types, I think will struggle with this battle. Agatha Jr. Always respect the Agatha Jr. For some reason, I envisioned everyone watching a bunch of mini Scots running around inside his head like... Oh gosh. Happy New Year all. I don't know what you're referring to. Uh-oh. No, we're good. Ghastly's got a weird sprite in this game. Real weird. These Chandler are always easier than the previous one just because there is only a single Pokemon on their team instead of two. Where is my Pokédoll? There it is. Oh, no Jesse and James. This is actually one area of the game where red and blue is slightly slower than yellow version, because in yellow version you fight one battle here with 3 Pokemon, and in red and blue you have to fight multiple battles. I often say that red and blue is a faster game to play, but this is one exception to that. It's only locally an exception, though, not overall an exception. I think once I finish this challenge, we will see that the comparison between red and blue and yellow shows that red and blue, as games, are on whole faster than yellow version to solo run. Got the poke flute. Okay. A lot of people say they really like the Haunter sprite. I like the Haunter sprite. A lot of people also say they really like the Golbat sprite. I do not like the Golbat sprite in this game. I think it looks so bad. His proportions are all off. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, but I'm going to do optimized red runs as well, so they're going to be on even playing fields between the two games. Doesn't make sense to just do first runs in red and then compare them with like fully optimized runs in yellow. That makes no sense. We have to follow the same methodology for both games. Swords Dance. Now things get easier, hopefully. I don't know if I can fight Rival Fivel now. Let's just see. This is the exploratory part of this learning process. We're going to test stuff out, see if it works, see if it doesn't work. Probably PB up, Body Slam. Okay, let's go. Pidgeot. Oh, it's so bad. It has Whirlwind. I guess it's only going to use Wing Attack against me. Problem here is speed, actually. I'm going to get wrecked by the Alakazam and the Charizard. How many rare candies do I have? 5. Okay. Still not faster than the Charizard, I don't think, or the Alakazam. Slightly slower, yeah. Look at the Execute's moveset. What is this? It only has status moves? That's so weird. Did we survive the Ember? Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay. Simple. Kind of want to heal. They have items. There's no Jesse and James. That's why I don't move off that spot. It's because Jesse and James catch you if you walk down. Not relevant for this game. There's only this guy here. Not very good either. Oh. Always sad when I miss. Oh, I had a Carbos. I could have used that. Would have helped. I got the reset to the rival there. I tried at level 34 and just got wrecked. Stop! Stop critting! There we go. Sabrina's team is much easier in Pokemon Yellow, but since I teleported back here after using Dig, I'm just going to go and fight Erica right now. Going to be faster to go through this Execute than going through the other way. No, well, unless I get put to sleep. Okay, Erica's team in Pokemon Yellow and Pokemon Red and Blue are actually very similar. Her team members are at higher levels over more damage rounding thresholds in Yellow version, but in Red and Blue, they are fully evolved. So that makes this battle feel like it's going to be very different, but the team in terms of stats is actually very similar. The main difference is the Victory Bell always crits in this game when it uses Razor Leaf, whereas the Weeping Bell doesn't. Crits fairly regularly in Yellow, but not all the time. But evolving the Pokemon only changes their stats, and because of the higher levels in Yellow version, they have roughly the same stats. So the evolutions don't actually impact the battle much, other than the base stat, which changes the crit rate on the Weeping Bell. The Tangela is also much worse in this game. It's like level 24 and it doesn't have grass moves. It's got like Bind and Constrict and stuff. Or maybe it has grass moves. I have to go back and look at it. So we've realized now that speed is a little bit of an issue for Venusaur, but because of the rivals team. So we'll grab that Carbos. I think I should fight Koga next? Probably. Isn't there something almost magical, almost supernatural about an indefinite group of people watching through their screens to see if a guy they don't know at all is enjoying a software from 20 years ago? I think so, yeah. I think it's really cool, actually. That was something that hit me very early on in this channel, is just like the fact that Pokemon really does bring people together and unite us. And I like that. There's so much division around, and it's nice to have something that we can just be like, yeah, we love these games. They are so weird and janky and awful in some areas, but in other areas, it's just like, it feels perfect. Like, look at this coughing sprite. What is going on? He's got the skull and crossbones on his head instead of on his belly. Very strange. Okay, I must have crit the coughing. I crit the coughing. I was like, why didn't I knock it out in one hit? Knocked everything else out in one hit. Koga, so much worse when compared to Yellow version. Like, I didn't even break a sweat there. The only way I'd lose is if my PP couldn't go the distance. Oh, see, I came here, but now I don't want to be here because I need to... No, I have Lapras. I have Lapras. We're good. I beat the rival already. Bye-bye, Toxic. Okay. Do I fight Psych? I don't think so. Red and blue is easy. That's my opinion. Or we gotta prove it, of course. Like, it's one thing to make an assertion about something, but the whole point of this channel is I think that doing the testing really does matter, even if you feel like you have the insight. Also, there's no Raticate and stuff down here in the bottom of Pokemon Mansion in Red and Blue, so I don't have to worry about running into them getting hit by Super Fang and Hyper Fang, which is always a fear in Yellow version, especially with slow Pokemon. Not really relevant today for Venusaur. Let's fight Blaine next, because he is terrible in red and blue. Then we get the special boost for Sabrina. She's also quite bad, but... yeah. Blaine likes to use super potions when his Pokemon are at full health. And his Pokemon are also just worse. He has Ponyta and Growlithe. And unlike in Fire Red, the Growlithe and the Arcanine do not have Intimidate. Okay. I don't have Burn Heal. Uh-oh. What's gonna happen? Growlithe. Bad front sprite. Oh, it's gonna spam Agility, right, because I'm a Poison type. Oh no, never mind. It's picking between Agility and Ember. I'm terrified. Oh. Oh, what is that Rapidash sprite? These are dreadful. Okay, you missed Fire Blast on the Arcanine and I win. Wow. Yeah, the Venusaur line gets Sleep Powder late overall in these games. Both Gen 1 games. You don't get to rely on it like you do with a Pokemon like Butterfree. Why do I have an antidote? Oh, I picked it up in the forest. It's a potion in yellow, so I just pick it up automatically. Like, it doesn't make any sense for me to have an antidote with a poison type. Sometimes I buy them, though, in yellow version still. People call me out for that all the time. Okay, Sabrina. Do I even need to set up? Let's knock this one out and then set up on the Mr. Mime, because it's kind of bad. It has Barrier, and while it does have Confusion, and okay, it crit me and it confused me, and I hit myself twice. This is... oh, 3 times. Okay. Oh, I'm still going to win. There are no words. So that went about as well as it could have for Sabrina, and I still just crushed her. Am I forgetting a gym leader now? I don't think so. No, I'm not. This is going to be like a low 40-minute time, first playthrough. Easy. Getting a low 40-minute time on a first playthrough in yellow version, in my opinion, is very challenging. Like, the Pokemon has to be very good to get like 42 minutes or 41 minutes in its first playthrough. There's just so many moments where you can have like bad decision making or get unlucky with a fight and lose a lot of time. But I don't think I need this save for Giovanni, let's be real. Like, so far the only fight I think I need a save for is Rival 5. Look at his team. Look at his team. Look at these movesets, please. Look at how bad they are. Look at the Nidoqueen. Why does it have Poison Sting? The Nidoking also has Poison Sting. None of his Pokemon have Earthquake. None of them. Like, I literally just spammed Aeon, Razor Leaf, and won. Him and Lance. These 2 fights are the reason I chose to play yellow at the beginning of my yellow version challenge. When I started. I was just like... it's not going to be very interesting for me to just constantly say, like, Giovanni has bad moves, so he loses. Also, J-Rose and Madrybread were playing these games, and I was like, maybe we should explore something else. And yes, Giovanni sponsored by Guard Specs. Okay, Rival 6. Pidgeot is going to alternate between agility or just agility. Okay, the Rhyhorn is also useless. All of the Rhyhorns and Rhydons in this game are so bad. Game Freak hated that Pokemon. They gave it terrible level up moves. It gets both Tail Whip and Leer at some point. I think for the champion. Okay, the Alakazam's kind of scary. It has 133 speed, but the Charizard's not faster than Venusaur, so easy. Would be nice to get the outspeed there on the Alakazam. I could do that with rare candies. Plan on playing Emerald Legacy? No. I played Yellow Legacy very quickly because I'm known for Yellow version, and I figured I should probably check this out. Otherwise, that would be weird. I plan to play Crystal Legacy next on the channel. That'll probably be sometime in 2025. And then maybe Emerald Legacy the following year. I'm not rushing. Like, I gotta beat Yellow version with every Pokemon. Even Ditto. Probably don't need this rare candy, but we'll get it. Oops. Once again, Happy New Year, everyone. This year, I'm going to try and get better at posting stream highlight videos. And I'm going to try and stream every single Pokemon in red and in red version. Not blue version. I have other plans for blue version. There are 3 games in Generation 1, and I intend to play all of them on the channel. But I'll have to talk about blue version next year. Yeah, like, subscribe. Those things actually do help me out on YouTube, because every time you do something that interacts with the channel, YouTube's like, hey, people like this. Maybe we should show it to more people. So, those kind of things do help. They're not that important, though. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Just relax, sit back, enjoy these runs. That's why you're here, after all. That's why I'm here. Okay, here we go, Lorelei. She's only gonna spam... Oh, wait, no, she has Aurora Beam, so she can also attack me. That actually did a lot more damage than I was expecting. Maybe I should teach Mega Drain in the place of Vine Whip. Like, that probably makes sense for this fight, just to heal. But look at the Slowbro. Slowbro is so much worse than it is in yellow. It doesn't have Psychic. It's a big deal. Okay, just don't freeze me. That does too much damage. Okay, we'll just teach Mega Drain. Where are you at? I think this makes the fight... Yeah, Swords Dance is way better than Growth. Way better. Okay, so when the Dugong spams Rest like this, it's very easy. Never mind, I didn't need Mega Drain. I was just wasting my time learning that move, apparently. Ah. Ooh! Thank you for the gifted memberships. Also, that Blizzard still did a lot of damage. But we're fine. Okay, this guy. The guy in this room, who will remain unnamed in my red and blue challenge, is one of the worst trainers in all of Pokemon, if not the worst trainer in the entire series. His team is actually pathetic. It is so much worse than it is in yellow version. I can't believe he's better in yellow version. Like, significantly so. Like, he's actually a trainer. Sometimes he'll win. In this game, he is terrible. Okay, he's done. Don't have to talk about him anymore. We should probably use rare candies at some point here. I don't know. We can get through Agatha without them. Mimic for Agatha. Probably gonna put Mimic in the place of Mega Drain. Razor Leaf is a little bit better at attacking her Pokemon. Now, she is much more unpredictable in red and blue because there's no substitute, so we can't mimic that. We also can't mimic, what's it called? Lick. But we can mimic Wing Attack. That doesn't do very much with a crit. Okay, no go. The music is stuck. Learn Sleep Powder. Do I want to do this with Nightshade? Or do I want to just get rid of Mimic after I learned it? Tough choices. Let's do it like this. Why is the music stuck? I'm so confused. I don't have time to change it right now. Why is it just like... It's really committed to this track, apparently. It's a script, so I don't have control over it right now. So in yellow version, the strategy here for most poison grass types is just to rely on Swords Dance, and then you mimic Lick setup, and then you have a physical move that can attack the ghost for super effective damage. It's really good. It's not that good in this game because you have to mimic Nightshade, and Nightshade is not as good. So that's why I kept Razor Leaf and just got Sleep Powder, because then I can put them to sleep and slowly knock them out. It's annoying. I don't have Mimic now. I Wouldn't really want it for Lance anyways. Poison types get a free pass on Lance's team in red version because he has barrier and agility on pretty much every one of his Pokemon, I think. So he's just going to spam those moves and waste a ton of time while I beat him with Body Slam. Check this out. Yeah, Mimic Dream Eater could work with Sleep Powder. Yeah, that's a good idea. So we'll just put the Gyarados to sleep so it doesn't attack us. Then we'll set up with Swords Dance. And then look at the rest of his team. Agility on Dragonair 1, Agility on Dragonair 2. So they're both going to spam those moves against poison types. Aerodactyl does not have any flying type moves. So it can attack with... Oh, I guess it can crit me with Hyper Beam. Wow. It got the best possible roll that it could have got. I don't think Razor Leaf will be better after fully setting up on the Gyarados. I don't think it will be, at least. Might be wrong. But then the Dragonite also has Agility and Barrier, so it just spams those moves. So once you defeat the Aerodactyl, you win. Supersonic, kind of annoying. Maybe I lose? Maybe. Supersonic's pretty good. Look at that. Nope. Oh. Oh, Lance, you're so bad in this game. Also, the champion. Now we get to check out the final terrible movesets. Alright, so Venusaur is pretty good. We're going to put it to sleep. Then we're going to set up. Then we're going to win. Look at all of his moves. They're just really not that good. Rhydon especially. Poor Rhydon. Alakazam, I'm faster by a lot because of badge boosts. Razor Leaf, the Rhydon miss. It tail whips. Okay. Razor Leaf has a cool animation. I really like it. It's going to try and put me to sleep. Alright. I should have put it to sleep. It's like the sleep or be slept when you go up against the Executor and you're a poison type. This is why you put it to sleep. Oh my gosh. No! Okay, Lance and the champion have both been bad. How much does that do? Not very much. Okay, I should win now. I'll just put the Executor to sleep. Then we have Gyarados, Dragon Rage, Leer, Hydro Pump, and Hyper Beam. Goodbye. No. If you miss, it can miss too. Oh! Who's gonna get the sleep first? Me. Alright, I guess I crit last time. Terrible. Ta-da! 45 minutes and 7 seconds. 5 resets, 0 blackouts. Level 60. We're gonna see what the game time is. For the first red run that I have done in almost a year, pretty good. Oh, the music changed. Check that out. Ta-da! 2 hours, 48 minutes. Yeah, it's an error with the overlays code. It has Fire Blast in-game. Does it? Let's check. So we have these fancy little replay functions. So we can just go through and we can go over here. And then we're going to pause the game. I'm just going to look in Game Hook, or not Game Hook, Pokebite, and see what moves the Charizard actually has. No, it does have Fire Spin. It does have Fire Spin. Charizard had Blizzard in the overlay? Oh, it does. Why does it say it has Blizzard? That's weird. Oh, maybe that's wrong. Why is that reading Blizzard? Oh, I wonder if the indexes of the moves are different or something. Charizard Blizzard. That should be Fire Blast. I'm gonna have to... I wonder why that's the case. I bet it actually does have Blizzard in this case. This is probably a move assignment problem. But I don't see why. Char Blizzard, yeah. It didn't matter either way, though, because we're faster than it and we one-shot. I guess the only reason that would actually be a problem is if we get a Gen 1 miss, or if we crit and we don't knock it out. Then it can actually attack us. But even in that case, it could just miss with Fire Spin. Charizard with Blizzard is terrifying, almost like Altaria with Earthquake. I'm looking at it in the like the RAM right now. It's definitely Blizzard. Yeah, Blastoise has Blizzard here. That's why that's what I was saying. I think it's an issue with how moves are being assigned to the Pokemon. So unlike in Yellow version, the code to assign special moves is really janky in Red and Blue. Like really janky. Yeah, Fire Blast is assigned. Pokemon Index, move to give, nth Pokemon. Wait. No. Wait, what? Let's check it. I want to check it, actually. Oh, sorry, go on pause. Here, while we're doing some testing, let me give you... Oh! Rosie gotta move. That's Rosie. She's blocking the camera right now. She's sniffing churro. There she goes. Look at the little man. He's sleeping. Oh, it's really blurry. Come on. Focus. There we go. Alright, let's check Charizard. See if it has Blizzard. Alright, wake up. Just have to go back in. Find a different spot if I don't wake up. Oh, I'm gonna die again. Oh! Oh, well, he stomps me. Oh, there. This is fine. Huh. Okay. See, it has Blizzard. I knew it had Blizzard. But why does it have Blizzard? That's really weird. What got shifted? So something got shifted. And then Blizzard was assigned to this Charizard for some weird reason. Very fun. So I'll actually, I should demonstrate some of the things that I have modified in Pokemon Red that make these challenges just a little bit easier to do without so much RNG, so that we can get to the point of what we're trying to prove here, which is what is the time that these Pokemon can normally get. One of the things that I changed is I make it so that the HM users show up first in all the locations where I am going to encounter them. But I haven't changed anything with the code here for the moves that Pokemon are being assigned. So I have no idea why Charizard is getting Blizzard, which is just hilarious. That's stab damage too. It's reading Charizard as an ice type. I don't think it's reading Charizard as an ice type. I don't think so. No, it's fire flying. It's reading as stab too. No. It's definitely not stab. It's definitely not stab. I see that what you're saying. On the overlay, it's like saying that it should be stab, but it's not stab. That is completely incorrect. Unless... Wait, is it a nice type? Wait, why would it be a nice type? This is so weird. Is it? Am I wrong? I might be wrong. No, it's fire flying. It's not stab. So I didn't change anything, but somehow we got Blizzard on the Charizard. I have no idea how. Yeah, Charizard's Ice Dragon, exactly. Yeah, the game does not think it's stab. I confirmed. Both the RAM loads with 2 values for the typings, and it does it in 2 different places, and both of those places are fire flying. Hey Scott, I just want to say thanks. I'm one of those truck drivers you were talking about in the last video. Your content always helps my day go through a lot quicker. Thank you so much, bud. You are welcome. Thank you so much for the $20. New year, new bugs. Exactly. We gotta have some bugs. Let me, just one second. We're gonna just turn the music off for a second because it's just repeating. Oh, no. That is not what I want to do. Okay. Okay, this is the code and how it's defined when the Pokemon gets a special move in red and blue. So the special moves are defined here. It's like done in a really weird way, but there aren't very many. It's like very limited the number of special moves that are given out. Essentially, each gym leader gets 1 special move on their moveset: Bide, Bubble Beam, Thunderbolt, Mega Drain, Toxic, Psywave, Fire Blast, and Fissure. And then the Elite Four members get special moves. Now, we can check the parties to see... yeah, you're going to see... Oh, it's just off the screen. It's called green, I think. Yeah, green. So his teams are defined here, but not the moves. So I don't know. I have no idea how. You have to go to read trainer data in the champion's special moves. Let's look at that. Read trainer party. Read trainer. Ah, here we go. Pidgeot, starter, rival starter, Mega Drain, give, Fire Blast. Ah, good catch. Good catch. This is why. Okay, so the change that I had to make is in Oak's lab. I am loading a bunch of custom events at the beginning of the game and like unlocking the trash can puzzle and things like that, and then setting the like early encounters to be turned off. But what I had to do is I also made it so that every starter you pick up will always be the Pokemon that you want to start the game with. So Venusaur. But I had to change a bunch of these like statements so that the Squirtle is, it's not just starter 1, it's like a fixed Squirtle that the opponent gets. But then I didn't realize there was this thing that says starter 1 and starter 3 here. So starter 3, we can fix this for the next run. Pretty easy. This is funny. It's good we caught this. Didn't impact the first run, but we'll fix it for the second run. Starter fire. That's starter 1, 2, and 3, I think. These are actually loaded somewhere else. Starter 1 is fire. 2 is water. 3 is grass. So that means starter 3, this is grass. Starter 1 is fire. And must be Squirtle. Yeah. So here we actually want to set this to Bulbasaur. And then we want to set this to Charmander. And now it should work. Fixed. Cool. Let's make that, and then we will I'll load it up with the current save that we have, and we should just be able to go back into the champion battle and get the correct team with Fire Blast. Just a second. Oops. 1 second. Made a mistake. Okay, so we're back in. This is with the new edition. We did it. We did it. See, now it's got Fire Blast. See? Yeah, and like now we have a new meme to reference. Char Blizzard. The Ice Dragon type. Fun. Okay, let's talk quickly about the first playthrough with Venusaur. I think it was very smooth. I think beating the rival inside Sylph makes a lot of sense when I'm there. He didn't seem challenging enough that I should go somewhere else. I want to get Swords Dance as soon as possible to just speed up the rest of the playthrough. I can essentially do this playthrough on minimum battles, I think. Maybe one extra battle, but I don't even know if I need to fight the Hiker in Mount Moon. I can probably just go into the rival fight in Sylph at a lower level. I did use all my rare candies at the end. But I don't think I need to be this high of a level. Like, this level is kind of ridiculous. I could probably be like 57 or something for this fight. That seems fine. Like, I don't have the speed here to move first against the Alakazam, but I don't need to move first against the Alakazam. Yeah, I'm actually, so this, last year, I decided to do this ROM hack thank you idea. Yeah, I know the music is stuck again. I can't fix it. I did not program the music player, so I can literally just press a play and pause button. That's the only thing I can do with the music. I apologize. Yeah. I don't know why it's stuck in this specific location. It's basically like I get to the Elite Four and then the music just gets stuck, which is... Austin will fix it. By the next stream, we'll have working music again. Okay, so I think I can just beat this at a much lower level. We don't need speed to move first against the Alakazam because we're going to badge boost before that. As long as I keep one rare candy before the champion, I should be fine. I don't really need rare candies anywhere else. Austin's on the music already. Okay, good. Alakazam. That's fine. And then we just win. We basically just win. Sorry, Churro, you got to move for a second. We are faster than everything. The champions team overall is like maybe not as fast as in yellow version. Like the average speed stat is probably higher here because we got Pidgeot, Gyarados, and Charizard, which are all quite fast. But we're not going to get a Jolteon, so I think the Charizard is probably the fastest of his starters, meaning the fastest Pokemon on his team is the Alakazam with 156 speed, and that's just not very quick. Anyways, what I was saying about the ROM hack is that in 2024, I just came up with the idea in like September, and I was like, hey, let's just like do this fun thing. But now I'm probably going to do it next year again. So all throughout the year, I can slowly take note of all the weird things that happen and then slowly make them into small Easter eggs for the ROM hack for next year. So Char Blizzard is definitely going to have to be in the ROM hack for next year. Do you need to pick up Mimic? I don't think so, honestly. I don't think so. I think just rare candy to get sleep powder for Agatha and then just win with Razor Leaf, even though it's kind of slow. I could mimic Dream Eater, but then I don't have Razor Leaf. And I think having Razor Leaf makes more sense because I can just one-shot the Rhydon. I don't want to have to mimic something like Psychic from the Alakazam on the Champions team to one-shot the Rhydon. I guess I could mimic Horn Drill and then one-shot it, but that's kind of like inconsistent. I think overall just skipping Mimic is going to be the faster play. Yeah, like mimicking Dream Eater for Agatha is faster, but only in that battle. And then like you have to say like, is winning the Agatha fight faster than picking up the Mimic TM? Like going out of your way, buying the extra Pokédoll, going out of your way, getting the TM, teaching the TM to Venusaur, then using the TM. Like, you can teach Mega Drain. Oh yeah, I guess I could just teach Mega Drain in Mimic's place. Yeah, maybe Mimic, I guess, for a little bit faster Agatha fight. Sure, I'll go with it this time because it's fun. I think they're probably going to be roughly equivalent though in terms of time overall. Because like now we're teaching Mega Drain as well. So we have 2 TMs that we have to teach. Each one of those is going to cost time. Like how long does it cost? Is it 20 seconds? Is it 15 seconds? If it's 15 seconds for each one of the teaches, then you have 30 seconds of time just teaching Pokemon moves with TMs. Ice Beam Lance is not possible because he does not have Ice Beam on his movesets in Red and Blue because he's bad. So we can't do it. So like Ice Beam is not helpful against Lance. Against Lance, we just want to Body Slam everything. I think Body Slam everything, Sleep Powder the Aerodactyl. I don't know. Now that I'm thinking, just teach Blizzard for Lance. Yeah. Vena Blizzard, that's what we need. I don't know. Nah. No, I can't teach Mega Drain earlier if I want Mimic for Agatha, because Body Slam, Swords Dance, and Sleep Powder can't be removed. Those are like the go-to moves for Venusaur, so we only have 1 move slot to work with. So the idea is Razor Leaf up to Venusaur, then up to Agatha, then Mimic in the place for her, and then Mega Drain in the place of Mimic for the champion so that we can one-shot the Rhydon. That's the idea. Rhydon's moveset top tier. Tail Whip, Fury Attack, Horn Drill, and Leer. Yes, for when you need to lower the opponent's defense by 12 stages. Okay, let's restart the music now. And we're gonna go back and we're gonna do this all over again. No, I don't want to forget Body Slam and teach Strength over it. No. No. Like, yes, these things are possible, but why? Like, I want to get away from doing more things. The whole reason I'm taking issue with this is not because that there aren't other options. Yes, there are options, and I think they do work. But the issue that I'm taking with this is just like, I feel that sometimes we don't consider the time that it takes to open the inventory and teach moves. If you just never teach Mimic, you never teach Mega Drain, you're saving time. Okay. Yeah, Body Slam has Parachance and Strength doesn't, correct? Body Slam also has 5 more base power. Strength, that's a very fast battle animation. Okay, that you might win me over with that then. Yeah, the music is just repeating. Austin, do you have a fix for the music? Oh, we don't get Strength this generation, so that's not an option. Sad! Alright, let's see if the music fixes. I'll press new game and then hopefully it'll change at some point in the near future. Luckily I have my voice and the music on a separate channel so I can fix this for the edited version of the stream. I have thought about backporting every Pokemon, so just give me some time. Oops, I forgot to give my nickname as A, and I did not start recording a replay. Now we're good to go. Is the music just like completely stuck? Is it never gonna change? We gotta go into the rival battle. We'll go into the rival battle and then we'll see. If it's still broken, nope, we're good. It's gonna break again when we get to the league. Really likes the intro music, I know. It's like really enjoying it. Off we go on our Pokemon adventure for the second time today. Are we gonna go back and see Mom before it's been an hour? Definitely. Before 45 minutes? Well, hopefully. We got Route 1 music for like 15 seconds, then it turns it off. Nope, don't go to the mart. Look at that, learning. Got a couple wrong steps, though. I'm not going to pick up the antidote either, because Venusaur doesn't need it. I don't need to skip that guy, so I can be a little bit more concise with my motion there. Weedle! It might be faster to Leech Seed. Oh, well, not when you miss. If you don't miss, maybe it speeds it up by 1 turn, like getting the chip damage, but I don't think so. You're probably more likely to crit just using Tackle. Okay, I have to remember to go to the Pokemart after Brock. Oh, nice. The Onix is a range. So, I didn't get it last time, and I got it this time. Ugh. Ugh. Not healing. I got potions for that. Relying on a Sleep Powder Mega Drain moveset for the majority of the playthrough is not always a good idea, because you have to realize that when you use Mega Drain, you waste more time because you heal your health. Healing your health is a time loss, and in Red and Blue, where the enemy Pokemon are so bad, I don't think that it is a good idea to commit to a strategy that's going to incur a additional time loss. We already have 1 time loss, which is needing to use Sleep Powder here and there. I'm always thinking about these things from the perspective of like going as fast as possible. If you don't want to go as fast as possible, then you can do whatever you want. That moveset sounds fine to me. When I started these challenges, I would always try and keep a recovery move around on my set, but I have found that that logic has not taken me to good places. The problem is my voice is too relaxing, so you fall asleep. Yeah. Bob! Oh no, this is good. This is good. No. Not like last time. Yeah, look at that. No. That's wrong. That's really wrong. That should not show up. Oh no, that should show up. Never mind. I know why it shows up. Why is... Oh, yeah. We want this as well. This is another reason where red and blue are slightly slower than yellow. Because in this game, you have to catch your HM users. Whereas in yellow, you get gifted most of them. The only one you need to catch in yellow is the Pidgey. Oh, I forgot the escape rope. I didn't use it last time. That's funny. Well, learning a new game. I'm going to skip the hiker. No, I guess I'm not going to skip the hiker. Route 3 encounters should be disabled after you catch the Spearow. I'll check it after this. See, like Mount Moon encounters are disabled after you catch the Geodude. I do have an option for fighting a Paris as well in here, but I've turned it off. I think it's more reliable catching the Oddish, and I think in most playthroughs that's what I would go for, so I'm probably going to set that as the go-to for red and blue. Uh-oh. Oh. I was like, we're about to get to restart. No, we're not. The program can force a Paris, but it's turned off. I think Paris has a lower catch rate, I'm pretty sure. It's annoying to catch. No Jesse and James. Remember that. 5. I'm gonna try skipping the heal here. Grimer is such a happy dude. Yeah, with his little hands up in the air. He's so cute. Okay, Misty. Yeah, this one's easy. Gonna get a little bit slow, but... Oh, maybe not. Oh, we're good. Save time by teaching Caught to Venusaur. No need to catch Oddish. Amazing. Okay, rival. Please no sound attacks. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, this went really badly. This is probably a restart. Yep. We just need to like delete this track. I don't never want to hear this track again. Delete this track. We need to play the other one, the title track. Why not growl for more HP from Abra? Like, I could have wasted time, but then the time is just getting worse anyways. Like, I wanted to lose there. The ideal scenario there is lose and restart. Just so the time overall in the run is going to be better. I basically was like being very indecisive with how I wanted to play that. I think I should have just reset. That would have been the more concise thing to do. Stop. The music. Oh my gosh. Okay. We miss our first tackle against the Charmander. Really. Not ideal. Yes, if you start with Bulbasaur, you'll end the game with the same stats on Venusaur. Evolving does not increase stats in any ways. The game calculates stats based on the species base stats, and then the quantities of stat experience that are earned. And assuming you battle all the same trainers with Bulbasaur or Venusaur, then the stats will be identical. Confidently skipping the mart. Also, small difference between yellow and red and blue. You do not have to watch the catching tutorial in this game, but in yellow you do have to watch it. Oh my gosh. I almost talked to that guy. Don't even... I'm not going to try the leech seed thing here. That doesn't make any sense. Let's go, Brock. All moves are affected by the 100% accurate, the Gen 1 miss. It's only moves that go through the accuracy calculation. So if the move doesn't go through the accuracy calculation, then it is not affected. The only example of that in Gen 1 is Swift. The Swift will still always hit. It's never affected by accuracy. Yeah, so tackle is less than 95%, yeah. I debated whether I should show the exact accuracy on my overlay in the top left, but I always decided that I think it's a little bit too much information to just put a bunch of decimal points and then everything gets really small and hard to read for mobile users, and that just didn't seem like the right call. So I went with the advertised accuracy rather than the actual accuracy. Wow, okay, Youngster Ben was pretty easy this time around. That's nice. Yeah, like counter and bide also skip accuracy checks. They bypass accuracy checks, so those ones will also always hit. I don't know if I got far enough back. I think I did. Yeah. Yay, crit. Bet up the Metapod a little bit. I can use Vine Whip on it after it sets up enough defense. Oh. It took a little while to show up. This is a really easy catch. Oh my gosh. Got it every time today. I did not mod the Pokeballs at all, so. Nice. Yes, counter only works on normal and fighting moves. It's very bad. I don't know if attacking this thing is the right call. It might be better to just throw the Pokeball. Okay, I'm going to remember to get the escape rope. Because this is Pokemon Red, not Yellow. I'm going to skip the hiker. Why would I waste a little bit of time when Venusaur is a beast? A beast. Okay, no leech lives. Let's go. Crit. Leech life. Darn. Leech life. Oh, oh, oh! We still got it. We've been getting lucky on that trainer. I told you leech life was scary. You gotta be scared of those things. Especially when you're using Bulbasaur, like all of Nugget Bridge is just terrifying. There's two Zubats there, and both of them are like a nightmare. And Tackle is so bad, as you can see right here. It's just really bad move. Okay, Misty. Pokemon Green when? I have no plans for Pokemon Green at the current time. I think I will play at least one run of Pokemon Green on the channel, but I don't anticipate that I'm going to be playing many more than that. At some point. I think it'll be fun. Crit. Sweet. This time I had more PP. When you have PP, you can go the distance. Misty's easy. physical moves, Gen 2 to 3. And moves that have a typing that is physical. So like, Hidden Power will be countered, because it's a normal type move in the ROM. Even if Hidden Power deals electric damage, or water damage. Oh, this is bad. I think I am going to use the Leech Seed strategy here with Growl to gain some health. Because I didn't get Sand Attacked. If I had got Sand Attacked, then I don't think this is a good play. Because, like, what's the chance you win, even if you do get your health back? It's pretty low. Sand Attack's brutal in Gen 1. You go from 100% accuracy down to 66% accuracy. Oh my gosh, this Abra has a decent amount of health. Cool. You can gain back a lot there. I didn't think it was going to be that much. Oh, don't miss, stop! Okay, burn into a critical hit is going to give me the win. I can't believe that. Alright. This is definitely the sketchiest early game battle. Maybe the Rocket in Mount Moon. This or that. Both pretty sketchy for Venusaur. On minimum battles, at least. We could fight the guy inside of Brock's gym and then the hiker inside of Mount Moon. Make both these battles just a little bit easier. Okay. Oh, someone, I saw a lot of comments back when the stream was starting where people were like, oh my gosh, are you actually taking a vacation? Like, you said you were going to take some time off and now you're right back. I finished making all the videos for Daily December on December 20th. So I have had a week and a half off. I feel like I'm coming back to work after a vacation right now. So I'm quite rested. I'm ready to get back to things. Taking time off solo runs is not fun. Stop. Stop with the sand attacks. I hate sand attack. Oh, look at the pain. I have a 47% chance to hit with tackle, and I'm not hitting any of them. Am I going to lose here to this Nidoran? Am I going to lose to the Nidoran? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's going to get me. It's going to get me. No! Ah! Well, I guess I'm starting this over again. No, I'm never delighted to see Ike's runs. They crush me. Emotionally, it's very hard on me. I saw his Shedinja run and I was just like, oh, I feel so bad about myself. I couldn't sleep that night. I was just like looking at the results and I'm just like, how did I miss this? It's very frustrating. Anyways, I'll try and do better next time. Okay, so Nidoran is too challenging. We get to hear this music again. It's not my fault. Not my fault. Again. When I do the backport next year, the beginning of the game should just repeat this intro track over and over again until you leave Pallet Town. And then, of course, Charizard needs to have Blizzard. Crit. Let's crit. Yeah, growl with me. Crit, come on. Yeah. Notice that crits do less damage at lower levels. You can really see it there. It's evident here. It's not doing... Because, like, it got... my attack got lowered by growl, but then it wasn't doing double damage. It looked like it was only doing double damage like the growled attack. Rather than double damage what my regular attack would have been. Crit modifier is based on level in Generation 1. My condolences to the Venusaur defeated by Nidoran. Yeah, thanks for the $5. No! Don't go over there. Why'd the music change? It's changing too quickly. I don't know why it's... We're not having success with the music player today for some reason. I hate tackle. It misses so much. Why does it miss so much? Oh, also, I'm a huge introvert, if you can't tell by the fact that I play like Pokemon Red 6 times in a day. I'm a massive introvert. Because of that, the holiday season has been like filled with socializing, and I am exhausted. I'm ready to play some more Pokemon. That's another reason. I don't know if anyone else has that experience over the holidays where like you go on vacation and then everything just gets immediately harder because there's so much socializing. And all the people I'm socializing with, I really like. It's not like I'm seeing a bunch of people I just really don't want to be around. Like, oh, I gotta see these people again. It's not that. It's just socializing has always been very exhausting for me. I think the most recharging thing for me to do is like a little bit of programming and make something new possible. That always feels like the best. Like I get so energized by that. I get really defeated when I feel like I'm playing badly. I have learned this over the past like decade of my life that for some reason I think that I should be a performer, like good at music on stage, or good as a streamer, or good at narrating videos, or good at playing the game. But I'm not actually very good at that. That is not my strength. I think I'm okay at it, and I'm passable in most cases. In some cases, I forget to use quick attack, or I don't realize that I can use protect and spite together. But in other cases, I get passable grades. Okay performances. Blake Noel, is this your full-time job? Yeah, it is. It's and then the channel also has a video editor and then like a part-time. Sean does video editing, and Exceptional helps me part-time with anything that Sean and I don't want to do. Ah! Oh my gosh. Nightmare. So like the sort of like, I think about it kind of like a labor budget. It's like I assume that I'm going to do like 60 to 100 hours a week myself, and then Sean's going to do 40 and Exceptional's going to do 20. That's like the channel's labor budget. And then what you see on screen is the result of that amount of work. Hey, getting the escape rope thing into my brain has been quite easy. Alright, how's this Zubat gonna be? Apparently this Zubat's gonna be a boss for some Pokemon. Like Oddish? Oh my gosh, Oddish in red version is a nightmare because of this Zubat. You only have Absorb until level 24. So you have to train in Mount Moon to... We're gonna do that one later this year. Yay! Gonna be fun. Come on. Mount Moon feels a little bit faster when compared with Yellow because there's no Jesse and James. And I think that this mandatory rocket for most Pokemon is going to be faster, with the exception of a Pokemon like Oddish. Of course, Dome Fossil, the faster fossil. Probably didn't need that heal. I'm lucky because my job is fun. Misty. So this fight never gets close if you just heal and have enough uses of Vine Whip. If you push it and you have to use Tackle at the end, then it can get a bit sketchy, as we saw before. Yeah, it seems like there are a lot of programmers. A lot of like similarly minded people watch these videos. I think it makes sense. Like similar activities attract similar types of people. Please, no sand attack. Oh. Was my first run just really lucky? I'm starting to think it was. We killed the Abra so slowly using Leash Seed. I don't even know. Like, it might just be worth it to fight the guy inside of Brock's gym and then the guy in Mount Moon. But then all the people who love minimum battles are going to come for me in the comments if I release the final video and my strategy is fighting 2 optional trainers with Venusaur. They're going to be like, no, it's not optional. And like, look how long this took. This took so long. The actual optimal strategy is just don't get hit by sand attack from the Pidgeotto. Silly. No. 2 growls. Come on. Okay. Alright, Nidorina. No, it's not. It's Nidoran. It's Nidoran. It looks like the Sugimori art, though, for Nidoran female looks like Nidorina because it's like standing up. But that's Nidoran female. And then the sprite in-game is a disaster. To be fair, most of the red and blue sprites are disastrous. Actually, the Rattata one there is pretty good. Ekans looks real weird. He's like looks too skinny. I don't like that. I don't know. Ekans needs to be a bit girthier, I think. Come on. Okay, Nidoran. We tried this before. This time, you're mine. Yeah. Okay, easy. Hey, Pom. Happy New Year, yeah. Regarding comments on my video, I used to read every single comment, and my rule to myself was I had to respond to the comment. I either had to like the comment, or I had to like heart the comment, or I had to respond to the comment, dislike it, or like it. One of those things. But I no longer have time to do this, unfortunately. It would take me... I'm in an unfortunate place here. Don't have any healing items. Gotta go up against this guy. Got a 2-shot. Okay, well, he didn't crit with Karate Chop. I was worried about the crit Karate Chop there. Oh my gosh. We're fine for now. Elixir. That'll heal my PP. I still don't have much health. What about these Nidorans? Are they gonna cause problems for me? I hope not. Uh-oh. Oh, why did it crit me? Come on. I think Venusaur should be fine. We're taking so little damage. We're fine. Oh, we're good. Okay, Pidgey, don't ruin my day. Actually... Come on, stop. Can I not affect it with this thing? Maybe not. Oh, no. Oh! I lose. I gotta look that up. Sorry, Leech Seed. Leech Seed Pokemon. Seeding. You go to seeding to see what the effect is. Yeah, it will fail on a grass type Pokemon, so we cannot seed anything. And then if I seeded the Pidgey, it was going to knock me out anyway. So really, I needed to go... What I needed to do is go back to Cerulean City. I needed to go back to Cerulean City and heal. Or I had to heal on one of the other trainers. This was a player error, to be fair. It kind of a player error. I would like, we have to like classify what the player error is. So like I could have gone back to heal in Cerulean City, but like going back to heal in Cerulean City is like pretty bad. So I could have used Leech Seed then to heal on the Geodude or the Machop earlier on the route, or the Nidorans on the other team, or the Rattata and the Ekans. Ekans maybe would have worked well because it has Wrap and then it wastes multiple turns and you heal multiple times. That's probably the best place, and it's going to do very little damage, as we saw during that fight. Yeah, I didn't have Tackle, so I can't use Tackle, so I have to use Vine Whip. I'm not able to knock out the Audition faster than this. Like, the best thing to do, obviously, is just go back to Cerulean City. Like, that's the best thing to do. And I could have bought more potions, but I already bought the maximum number of potions in the Pewter City Pokemart. I used literally all of my money. So I could have picked up more potions in the early game, but now we're starting to diverge from what is the optimal path for Venusaur, because it doesn't want to pick up extra items. It doesn't want to go back to Cerulean City. It doesn't want to use Leech Seed to win in fights, like against the rival, that sort of thing. All of these moments are like ways that the time just gets inflated. So I'm trying to cut this stuff out so that we get a good time with Venusaur. But if we add this stuff in, like we're playing a little bit safer, maybe this trainer isn't a problem. But like, how much are my odds improved by adding in 2 more potions early on that I pick up that increase the time by like 5 seconds? I don't know. It might still be rough here when I get back here for another reason. Like I might run out of PP, or the rival can still be bad with Sand Attack if I don't fight optional trainers. No, it's not that I didn't teach Leech Seed. I did teach Leech Seed. You start with Leech Seed. I did use the elixir. I used the elixir before this battle. Well, again. Okay. Like, I don't want to get the potion in the PC. It wastes 2 seconds. Like, that doesn't seem like it's worth it. Yeah, it does. This feels very similar to Bulbasaur and Ivysaur in yellow, where the early game is the hardest part. There's just so many like annoyances in the early game because you're relying on Tackle. Maybe buy less. Yeah, I think buying. Yeah, that's a really good suggestion. Buy less Pokeballs, buy more potions. Because I haven't needed a lot of Pokeballs in the past. Catching the Pokemon has seemed fine. So we can buy less Pokeballs, buy more potions. This is an awful fight, by the way. That'll give us maybe 2 or 3 more potions, which would make Venusaur get by the Oddish Lass. The potion on the Cutry and Viridian is kind of slow. I don't like it either. Like, it's the fact that it prints the text and then the text box stays open for a little bit. Like, it wastes like 2 seconds. And you're only getting 1 potion, whereas if you buy them at a mart, you waste like maybe a quarter of a second to get an extra potion because it takes time to increment the little number by pressing up and down. So I prefer buying the potions all at once rather than collecting them one by one on the early routes. Yeah, Gen 1 does not give you 5 Pokeballs, unfortunately. Well, you can get them. You just have to have no Pokeball. I think you have to beat the rival on Route 22 and then go back to Professor Oak without having any new Pokemon registered in your Pokedex. And then he'll give you 5 Pokeballs. I'm not sure if that's only a yellow exclusive. Happy New Year, Eric. Ah! I can also sell that. So I'll get like 7 or something. And I can get a bunch of these now. 13 is way more than like 7 that I got last time or 6 that I got last time. This should, I think that just fixes it. Honestly, sell bide, buy a few less Pokeballs. Like, simple. Then we shouldn't have the problems with the oddish loss. So this is one thing people always like, people ask me like, well, maybe a better approach is just like going in, taking a bunch of save states and stitching together all the optimal sections of a playthrough into one long playthrough. And I could do that, but I actually think I learn a little bit less about the game if I don't repeat each section over and over again. Ideally, I would repeat every section like 100 times or something, and then you get like really deep insight into each section and find all of these small problems the Pokemon has. Because I would have never known that this was a problem if I hadn't played this section of the game multiple times. It is unrealistic, though, for me to do that. I just don't have enough time. So weird without the tile set change there. Ta-da! Hero. This is going to be the one that breaks out, isn't it? Yeah. After I buy less Pokeballs. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is what I was afraid of, why I bought so many Pokeballs previously. Because now if the Geodude breaks out, then I don't have a user, and then I have to restart. So why does it say one blackout? I have no idea what's going on here. It's counting stuff wrong. Come on, overlay. Luckily I can weaken this thing, because tackle's bad. I only have one Pokeball for the Oddish. Lovely. Why no Paris? It's harder to catch. Yeah, Paris is in Mount Moon. I talked about it earlier in the stream. You get the Great Ball after Mount Moon just in case. I know, right? I should do that. Come on. Oh, tackle. I hate you. Why you gotta miss? Oh my gosh. Ah! So we're back at the beginning of the game. Let's do this again. I've lost count now of how many times this has happened. I refuse to play this a different way, though. I don't think it's better to play it a different way. We'll just waste time in, like, we'll waste time on the average and lose time. Or we'll, I guess, gain time on the average, maybe, if we fight and play a little bit more conservatively, but we'll lose time on the peak performance. And I want peak performance. That's what I've always been shooting for with these Pokemon. Yeah, we gotta make that guy art, I guess. That's the only way. He's caused quite a few problems. We figured out a better early game, though. I'm confident about this one. I wouldn't say I'm trying to do minimum battles. I'm trying to get a good, fast time with Venusaur. Yeah, Scott, Pokemon Red is a really easy game, and I can beat this on minimum battles. Pokemon Red, I took that personally. Yeah, it does feel like that right now. Granted, I think we add in like 3 battles, and then all of this becomes extremely easy. But I don't want to do it. I'm not breaking down. We got a few more Pokeballs this time. No. No. Paralyze. Although I think that Paralyze heal might not be necessary in Pokemon Red. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll have to see if I get paralyzed a lot. I have not been getting paralyzed a lot in this run. Because like there's just like all the Pokemon are just bad. There's no like annoying Magnetons. In yellow there's just like Magnetons everywhere. They're terrible. Very frustrating Pokemon to play against. Oh, I think we're going to go easy sub 45 in this run. Well, when we get one that actually makes it by Surge. Apparently my first run was just lucky or something. I don't know. I could be saving for these trainers. That's another way to play it, and then reset. But that, again, each save wastes like 4 or 5 seconds. So doing the save is like only good if you have to reset. And then if you have to reset, the run is like messy anyways. This is the curse of using real time as the primary metric. Let's go. Yeah, that's what I want. We're on the first ball. Okay, Zubat guy. We are here again. Will you cause us issues? Hopefully not. Alright, don't miss. Don't miss tackle. Okay, wait. We're gonna find with the Rattata. Okay, crit. That's perfect. Level up over damage running threshold. Zubat. Supersonic. I hit myself once. Twice. Leech life. Tackle. Okay, got it. Yeah, we need boss music for him. I know, right? Like, I need to compose a little track for him so that he has really epic music every time as it happens. Maybe I can take inspiration from the Rocket theme from Generation 2. Oh, one thing about editing these videos, or editing red and blue footage, the game flashes one white frame when you go through a door transition in Pokemon Yellow, and it looks really off-putting. So we edit out this white frame when we do our transitions in the videos, the smooth transitions, and there's no white frame in red and blue, so editing these is actually easier. There are so many reasons why I just shouldn't play Yellow, and it wastes a bunch of time and money. We tried to write a computer program that would go through, find all the white frames during transitions, and remove them for us. But it was sometimes off by one frame, and then it basically became useless. And that's because of Premiere Pro. Thank you, Adobe. Don't ruin my day, rival. Come on, let's just crit the Pidgeotto like 3 times. Oh. Well, Well, we're doing okay. We're still attacking a decent amount here. I'm just gonna forage on. Hopefully it works. Slightly higher accuracy on this. Crit, okay. Crit. Crit. No! Yes, crit. Crit again. Crit again. We can do it. We can do it. No, we can't. Venusaur is really struggling. Okay, we're going to try a different approach this time. Let's try something slightly different. No, the music is back. It's back. Every time I restart, I get punished by this music. Come on, just don't growl me here. Crit. Yeah, yeah, this is it. That's what we want. Pretty fast Charmander. I could candy for the rival. Maybe I should Excuse me. Maybe I should candy for the rival. I'm going to try fighting 2 optional trainers in this run. And we'll see how it feels. The Pidgeotto does suck a lot. Like, if we could knock it out in 1 less turn, then we're less exposed to sand attack, but we still don't really solve the problem. It still could just sand attack 6 times in a row and our dreams are destroyed. No, don't go here. It's red. No, don't pick that up. Making silly mistakes this time. I'm not focused. Let's go. New files of the track totally disabled. Okay. I'll do that. I'll use that next stream. I'm like in this right now. I'm just gonna stay in it. I'm always scared when I switch out software stuff that something breaks and then nothing works. This is what happened earlier today. Yeah, so we'll fight this guy. We have 2 rare candies before the rival are available. Oh, that did a lot of damage. Oh, am I not going to 2-shot? Okay, I am. Alright. 1 trainer. Yeah, the game is modded to not have encounters on routes where I do not have access to a repel. Because if we compare the times between like Venusaur and Charizard has like 15 encounters and Venusaur has 5, that isn't a fair comparison. So I had to remove the encounters from those routes. I'm feeling... Nope. We should buy 13. I could buy the Charmander, yes. That might be an intelligent play. I have not done Charizard yet. The only run I've done is this one. This is literally the beginning of the series. We're starting with Venusaur today, and then over the next like week we're going to do Charizard and Blastoise as well. I'm going right now for the first 3 runs, I'm going in Pokedex order. So we're going to do Charizard next and then Blastoise third. And we're starting with starters, but the good starters, not the bad starters. Eventually we'll do Bulbasaur and stuff. No, I'm going to do everything. I'm going to do every single one of the Pokemon that can beat the game. This year. We're going to finish the red tier list and the yellow tier list. It's going to be fun. modding in repels is a little bit weird because you're actually fundamentally changing the game. I don't like that. You have to open the bag. This changes like the frame counts and stuff. Like no. This is technically, the way I'm playing is technically possible on just a vanilla cartridge. You could just get a good RNG seed and then skip everything. So I don't like to add the repels because then it also adds a question. Like if I make this into a produced video and then someone sees me use a repel, they're like, how did you get the repel? I didn't get the repel. I just modded it in. Now I have to mention that in every single video. That didn't seem worth it to me. Okay, we'll fight this guy too. The second optional trainer. This is to give me more experience. Venusaur with these two optional trainers is going to be level 17 instead of 15 for the Zubat. Just 2 levels higher, but not over a damage rounding threshold. I just got lucky there. That doesn't feel like a victory. Oh. Could you not? I'm gonna run out of Vine Whips. There we go. I gotta finish yellow, but I'm gonna start to finish red. It's gonna be great. Yeah, the cartridge that's in the thumbnail is my literal red cartridge. I took a picture of it and then cropped it in Photoshop. So if you see small imperfections on the cartridges, as I show the other thumbnails too, they're all my actual cartridges. Okay. I could go to 22 here. Let's do it. Okay, so we are significantly higher in terms of level at this section of the game. It might actually speed up. Okay, that looks like, is that a 4 hit on the Pidgeotto still? Well, I guess it's like it's better. It's not much better. It's still bad, but wait, I missed Leech Seed. It's enough. Ah, okay. Well, this felt way better. I think if I got hit by Sand Attack, like, you can obviously still lose this fight. It does feel more solid, and it only costs 2 trainers. Comments are gonna riot. You didn't play Minimum Battles Venusaur. Obviously, Minimum Battles Venusaur is the best way to play. Why are you so bad at this game? So we'll see here. Maybe it helps with damage ranges against these trainers as well. Like, it looks like it. Yeah, okay, well, I got a crit. If it helps with damage ranges against these trainers, then there's more extended reasons for doing it. Like, we're saving frames in each of these battles while I'm just critting everything. Oh, that Zubat seems easier. Okay. This feels pretty good. I gotta say I like this. Oh, don't go over there. Invalid run! You made a mistake. At least I can, now I can, one thing that's nice about doing it this way is that, like, I can demonstrate why I chose to do things this way. Like, I have enough potions now, I can heal, I use the elixir. So, like, we shouldn't have problems here, and the fact that I'm a higher level is meaning that I'm, like, knocking out all these Pokemon, much faster. And yes, Alberto. The Mankey sprite, he's got noodle arms. That sprite's one of the bad ones from Red and Blue. Noodle arms Mankey. I want to go back and compare the time I got to the Oddish last year. I think I actually might be faster than the previous playthrough because I'm knocking out all the other Pokemon faster. In comparison to the previous run where, yes, I am on minimum battles, but like everything just takes like an extra turn to knock out, so the time accumulates throughout the high density of mandatory trainers over Route 24 and 25. I don't know if I'm going to get back to the center. I'm going to heal. This is probably a heal you can skip with the ether that I just picked up, but I'm going to waste the 10 seconds there and heal. The reason that I don't use the Sugimori art in the Yellow series is that there weren't the copies of it that were available when I started the channel 5 years ago were worse. In a lot of cases, like they were really low res and they just looked terrible. So then I went with the more modern versions because they were a higher resolution and they looked better, I thought. And the reason I've gone to the Sugimori art now for Red and Blue is to try and give differentiation between Red and Blue and Yellow so that when you're watching one of my videos, you'll like look and just be like, oh yeah, this is the older game. We're using the older art. So that's the reason between it. It's trying to create like a visual language for each game. Oh. Should have Vine Whipped. Both runs started the Oddish at the same time. Okay, cool. So I guess it's like a wash then. Like it's you have an easier time at a bunch of the other trainers, but you get to this spot at the same time. So unless the rare candies being used there is a terrible thing for the run, then it makes sense to use the candies. Do I have a favorite, least favorite sprite from Red and Blue? Ooh, this is an interesting question. Golbat's probably my least favorite. I know people like that one. I don't like it. The back sprite. The worst back sprite is Golduck. I have talked about that before. I can't wait for the video to really dig into it because that back sprite is just awful. Easy. Oh, you don't see Wigglytuff enough for me to really have internalized that one. I forgot to catch my cut user. Where are you? That'll all get ironed out over time. I could have taught Venusaur cut, of course. This Voltorb sprite's really good, by the way. Pikachu one's bad. Raichu is actually terrible. This one is terrible. Okay, that might be worse than the Golbat. I see the Golbat more often, so I dislike it because I'm keenly aware of how bad it is. You fight like a bunch of rockets with Golbats. But the Raichu, ugh. Like, all of its proportions are just wrong. It looks 2D as well. It doesn't look 3D. It doesn't have that like 3D quality that a bunch of the other sprites have. The Voltorb one is excellent, and then it just goes really downhill on Surge's team. No, this one. Now, I'm a higher level here over a damage running threshold, 28, so I think I'll just one-hit all the Wrapping Lasses Pokemon. I think I was before, but better damage ranges for this can always help, so using rare candies earlier on can sometimes assist in this fight. That was the case with Ivysaur, I believe. Sorry, Nathan, I do not like that Raichu sprite. The Weedle's quite good. Venonat is okay. It's not. I think the Weedle's a lot better. Oh, yeah. Everyone, shield your eyes from this nightmarish red. We're gonna get the pastel colors working eventually. It's complicated. So the game runs slightly different code if it's running on the Super Game Boy or if it's running on the regular Game Boy. In this case, we don't have the ability to run it on the Super Game Boy inside of Super Shucky, so that's why we got these annoying colors. I've asked many times about getting the pastel colors in Super Shucky, but it still hasn't happened, so hopefully at some point before the end of this series, we'll get the pastel colors. Yeah, damage running thresholds are in every Pokemon game, even modern games. They don't get talked about because they don't factor into competitive because the Pokemon are at fixed levels. But they are applying to like your Scarlet and Violet playthroughs and stuff like that. It makes more sense to use Vine Whip here, but I'm already using Razor Leaf and I'm not moving the cursor. Because it'll take more time to move the cursor. And I didn't miss, so there was no downside. I'm gonna have to Razor Leaf the Gentleman. Can probably skip that. As well as the Ether after the Oddish Lass, if I'm not gonna go back and heal. Okay. Where? What is happening? There it is. The first time I've messed up that Nugget in a little while. Definitely didn't need the PP up last time, skipping it. My PP is up enough already. I didn't use the escape rope! I'm sorry. That one is going to take a little bit of time, I think. No. Yeah, well, we can do it like this. Ah! Is he there in yellow? Did they remove him? I feel like I never bump into him in yellow. Yes, that's what we want to see from you, Pidgeotto. Whirlwind! Paralyze the Execute. Easy. Alright, well that was a really easy fight. Did excellent there. I'm going to save for this fight. Can always be sketchy. And by this point in the run, I don't like to restart because I'm so far in. Like the pain of... Oh my gosh. Oh, this is why you save. That's why you save. You get paralyzed and then everything just goes badly. Oh, yep. The music's back. It's back. We can't escape it. So if you reset, you also get cursed by the music. Good to know. Oh yeah, in red and blue, when you reset, it takes away your repel. Isn't that cool? The repel is not actually stored in the save, it is stored in the RAM that gets reset. Oh, what? Did the second one not crit? I think I got the 1 in 256 chance not to crit in that battle against the Ghastly. What? I almost lost that. That was so sketchy. It's okay. Venusaur is about to be unleashed. Chilzard. Oh, Chilzard. That's good. All right. Music. Why is it stuck? It just gets stuck. I'm so confused why it's just getting stuck like this. Okay, 1 second. We're gonna briefly pause. We're gonna refresh the music. There we go. Different track. I'm not going to the game corner. What a waste of time. Okay. Come on. I think I should use rare candies here, because I just leveled up. Okay. Yeah, Austin built this really cool little music player, so it plays the music at 1 times speed, while the game is at 4 times speed, because if you listen to the music at 4 times speed, it's like your ears just want to bleed. And I don't want your ears to bleed. Sword Stance. The best move for Venusaur. Let's get rid of Leech Seed. Okay. Now we have what we need to fight the rival. Should be fine. This execute is so bad. It just spams poison powder because we're a grass type. That's so funny. Alright, let's see. This is going to be pretty bad, probably. As long as we survive the Ember from the Charizard, we're good. Yep. That's a tight fight at that level, but possible, as you saw. We'll bypass the stat changes. Giovanni seems like really bad. He was just terrible last time, so I should be fine here. Guard spec. He's always sponsored by guard spec. Ooh. I want to save my body slam for the... Hey, we one-shot the Kangaskhan. Cool. It has quite bad special. I want to save the body slam for the Nidoqueen. Ta-da! Joanna, 23 months. Wow. Thank you so much for the support over the last 2 years. Everyone who supports me, it really does mean the world to me and my team. Like, you make all this possible, so thank you. Don't hypnosis me. Thank you. Cleaner than last time. Last time I got put to sleep there and wasted a bit of time. Sleep wastes way more time than you would expect. So this is going to spam poison powder, apparently. Oh, I love that. All right, that's bad. So it's essentially free with Venusaur to beat Erica. Yep. Nope, not where I wanted to go. Actually, yes, where I wanted to go. We have not gone down Cycling Road yet. Where are we at? Gonna miss daily December again. There's gonna be a lot more stuff this year that I'm gonna be doing. I'm trying to like get more stuff out there, so hopefully you won't miss me too much. We're a lot faster at making stuff now without having to like make the quality worse. This was like the sloppiest bagging ever. Someone asked about like why not grab a bunch of items to sell. You just don't need them and it wastes time. And if you grab too many items in Gen 1, then your bag gets full and you just can't do anything and it becomes so frustrating. Happiness levels for the enemy Pokemon are generally set to the Pokemon's base friendship. They're not modified. I don't know if there is a game where the happiness values are modified. I'm pretty sure they're always just the default values. Oh, we just Gen 1 missed. I'm gonna use an ether before Koga just because that happened. I'll get rid of my super potions. There, I'm not saving for Koga. This is gonna be simple. Just as long as I don't get hit by like 10 smoke screens. That was supposed to be a sword stance, obviously. Oh, the cats are jumping into the shower. Perfect. Yeah, blue's returns do not do much damage. Talk to that guy. Shouldn't have done that. Should not have done that. Strength on the dig user is dangerous. Never strength on the dig user. Here we go. Pokemon Mansion. Pokemon Mansion feels a little bit easier on the eyes in red version. I don't know. It's like the red is not as like saturated as it was in yellow version, which makes the tiles like just painful to look at. It's still not great, but it's not nearly as bad. Okay. No, psych. We don't need the experience. Venusaur's a beast. I think we're just doing like the 2 optional battles plus the optional battles for rare candies. That's really it. I think it's like 4 optional battles this run. And I was trying for 2, but maybe 3. No, I'm not thinking the body slam guy. He doesn't feel optional. Oh, Churro, do not mess this up for me, buddy. He's having a nice stretch right in front of my microphone. Now he's occluding the camera. Okay, we're good. Not the camera, the monitor. I was like, couldn't see anything. Yeah, Mom Heal is closer and faster than the Pokemon Center. She has less dialogue. And she doesn't reset your warp point. Which is another reason why she's sometimes useful. Also, we just skipped over Blaine because he's so bad in these games. Come back here. I was thinking of making a TikTok and then just posting daily churro stuff. Should do that on Shorts. I'll be known as a a cat channel. I think I should one hit everything just with one setup. Yeah. Easy. Nice. I honestly think I have thought about trying to do like a legitimate speed run and go for like the yellow Pokemon World Record or something like that. I think it would be fun to learn, but I think I personally like the process of comparing all this information. Like that's really interesting to me and learning more about the games rather than just playing one run thousands of times. I do like playing the games, but like this format has enough variation within playing the games over repeated attempts that it stays very fresh for me and feels strategic where I'm having to actively think about new scenarios. Whereas doing the same speedrun over and over is like once you learn all the mechanics, then you just wait for the luck. And I have to play on 1-time speed, which is just, I don't know if I can do it now. I've been spoiled. Also, look at how spoiled I am with this Giovanni fight. Guard spec. The first turn he had a chance to attack, he guard spec'd. We're not going to outspeed the Alakazam on the next fight. Unless I rare candy before, but I don't think I should. I might at some point learn to do the speed run and just get a time that's okay. And just be like, hey, I learned how to do it. And make a fun video out of it, something like that. But I don't know if I'm going to... Okay, I have a slightly modified plan here for the Alakazam and the Charizard. Oh, that did like way more than I wanted it to do. Could teach Mega Drain for this. But this thing is once again awful. And I level up right before it so I can badge boost and get my speed back. And then outspeed everything. See? Easy. Ta-da! Oh. Why did Sabrina have a grass type? Yeah, these are the questions that we can never answer. Game Freak just put a lot of jank into this game. Pretty weird, huh? At least it's a grass psychic type. The one that's not Executor in this game. Churro's starting to make a fuss. This stream has gone longer than I expected. Don't click on this. Delete that. Oh my gosh. There's much danger in this victory road. I could accidentally dig out, and I could accidentally escape rope. But I threw the escape rope away. It's fine, we're safe. Excuse me. Ah! Slowly. Slowly use strength. Slowly. I don't know what minimum battles are for yellow and red. Go look at one of J-Rose's videos to get that info. I don't focus very much on minimum battles. I don't have a good sense for like the exact number of fights it is. I just know which fights are not actually mandatory. Look at the time. It's so good right now. And we even had that one reset, which was suboptimal. Ah, oh, stop it, Dugong. Dugong's being so annoying this time. Yeah. Here's a different approach. Just make it use rest, and then when it's asleep, set up and knock it out. Oh. Survives. Whoa. I think this will do more. It's pretty bad, though. I think it just spams amnesia against poison types. So, kind of safe there. That actually did a lot more than I was expecting. Oh. No, we have to be careful with using the rare candies. Because we need to get to 55 for sleep powder for Agatha. Whoa, I crit that. That must be why. So will I, if I use rare candies, get there? I'll be 54. I should be able to get there. Try this one more time, then we'll use candies. Actually, there's an easier way to do this. Oh my gosh. Floor was bad. Well, the Lapras is still gonna get me, I think, because I lose my badge boosts right before it, so then it does tons of damage. It's like a experience optimization issue. But we have to keep one rare candy. Let's be nice about other content creators in the comments, please. Everyone works really hard. And like making stuff, like generally like making, yeah, the music is glitched again. We're back in the curse. Anyways, making stuff is like, it takes such a huge effort to be creative in any way. And you're really putting yourself out there for a bunch of like public scrutiny and criticism. So I don't know. I just think we should take it easy on creatives. If you don't like what they do, don't watch what they do. It's pretty simple. Alright, well this run kind of fell apart at Lorelei. Interesting. We learned a thing. Number one, we can set up on the, what's it called? The Slowbro if you want, for free, essentially. Okay, sleep powder right after the Machamp. Fine whip. Simple. No, we must post comments and complain about it. It is the YouTube way. Seriously. Okay. Sweet Haunter Sprite. Look at that thing. It's great, right? It's just great. Churro is starting to destroy everything. He's getting to the point in the day where he thinks it's dinner time, but it's really not. No, buddy. We gotta wait. It's not dinner time yet. I opted to not do the mimic strategy, yeah. Was it a good idea? I don't think so. Really interesting why this loop happens. I restarted it. I couldn't deal with it anymore. It's long enough. We're not gonna get a good time anyways. I've made peace with the fact that this run is not great. Okay. Oh, it doesn't even matter if we crit here though, it just spams agility and barrier. No! Painful. That was a painful. Mirror move, sleep powder puts me to... Again? Awful. Sky attack, so much damage. Again. No more. Okay, this time. A little bit of that for RNG. Alright. There we go. Oh, that was so silly. What a bad run. Sleep or be slept. That is the choice on Executor. Apparently not, though. I just one hit. I crit, and it just sunk into my head that I should be attacking it. No. Gotcha. Okay. 42 minutes, 35 seconds. 7 resets. Finished at level 59 again. And the game time is probably going to be similar to last time, I think. It's a bit of an improvement. This time is still not really what I was hoping for, honestly. I think, so 2 hours, 37 minutes game time. If we take that, that's 120 plus 37, 157 divided by 4. 39:15 is the ideal time that this would get with no resets. That's 4 times speed. 39:25. So this route is like, it's a sub 40 time route, but it's not... it's not like confidently sub 40 minutes. I want to have like the Venusaur route be like 37 minutes or something. That's what I feel like it should be able to do. But I think what's holding it back is really how slow it is in the early game using things like Tackle. It doesn't have the problems that Ivysaur and Bulbasaur have, having to use Leech Seed for Brock. But it does have the problem of having to use Tackle, which slows it down. So, I think in the next stream we're gonna be able to do way better with Charizard. But for now, let's just let's go in and see where this would rank Venusaur. I don't know if I can actually add the metrics inside OBS. Oh, I can now. Cool. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, we have like these little things that pop up. See it? So like, this is the software. I haven't actually showed this off really on stream, other than just the fact that you can click on Pokemon and see their results. Cool. We just put in ridiculous times for these Pokemon so that they sit down here in the impossible tier. I think it's something over 50 hours is just ranked in the impossible tier right now by default. So we just do insert metrics and then we find the Pokemon that we want. Venusaur. No, that's Venomoth. Basically Venusaur, same typing. And then we put in the release date, so the day this video came out, and then we're going to put in all the metrics. 2 hours, 37 minutes, real time, 42 minutes and 35 seconds with 30 centiseconds, level 59, resets 7, blackouts 0, insert. This is technically filters. So we have filters where we can like filter out Pokemon. Like if we don't want to see Magikarp because it's a spoiler, we can just filter it and then go into the filters. And then there's a filter here which we can remove and see Magikarp again. We can also have it show things based on the release date so that it's not going to spoil stuff in the future. And we can also switch it from best attempt to first attempt. This is technically not a first attempt. I'll go in and put the other results in after the stream. But so with these results, A tier placement for Venusaur so far. I think it should get an S tier placement by the end. Although I think the S tier may be, I don't know, Smash Math. I don't know if it can be optimized that much more than it is here. I think that we have limited things to do for Venusaur to make it better. So we can cut out, like, let's go through just systematically and talk about all the things I think that can be done to make this run a little bit better. There's not much. I don't think I'm playing a bad route by any means in this video. So one thing that can be done to make it easier or faster is we can remove the 2 early game trainers, the hiker and the guy inside of Brock's gym. The second thing that we can do to make Venusaur just a little bit better is get better RNG on random trainers. So not get a sand attack from the rival on Nugget Bridge, not get a reset to Agatha Jr. inside of Pokemon Tower. Those things are just luck based and you can get that. No, we can't sit down there, Momo. That's my mouse. Then later into the game, there really isn't much to do. We might be able to reorder some of the mid-game. I'm open to the idea that we could reorder the mid-game in some way. Like, let's say we go to Erica before the department store and we beat her, but I don't know if she's going to be faster without Swords Dance. Like, maybe you can just, like, knock her Pokemon out using Body Slam, have a bit more money for the department store. That doesn't save a ton of time. Maybe, like, 10 seconds, if that. And you might lose that time in the battle anyway. We could potentially then cut out Mimic entirely, not go into that house, save the time, save the bag space, all that stuff. Or we could teach Dream Eater and beat Agatha slightly faster. I think that the Dream Eater strategy is probably going to end up being the best, but I'm not entirely sure of that. I want to do some in-depth testing to see if, like, how much time do you waste picking up Mimic, then teaching it, then teaching Mega Drain in its place for the champions ride on? How much time does that actually take? Then, how much time do we save in the Agatha fight when using Dream Eater instead of using Razor Leaf? And then compare all these results and see what is the actual difference. Like, is it 20 seconds faster? Is it 15 seconds faster? I think that's the one thing that I really do believe needs testing. I don't think we can say right now that we have an objective answer to which is better. I would lean, as most of you are leaning in the chat, towards Dream Eater being slightly better and feeling better at least, but I'm not entirely sure that it's going to come out and net a significant positive. Other than that, we just like don't get mirror moved on the champion and have 2 resets there, which again is just luck. I can play Lorelei more intelligently. I think that for Lorelei, there might be an advantage to teaching Mega Drain there and skipping Dream Eater just so you can heal during Lorelei and then survive a Blizzard from the Lapras. Yeah. I think really, like, out of all those, like, the things I just mentioned, I think those are really it. There's not much else because all the fights in the run are very simple. This is not like... This is a very easy run. I think if you want to try one of these out for your first time doing a solo challenge, I would really recommend this. You can't get Psychic against Agatha with Venusaur. I don't think the first Gengar has Psychic. That's why we mimic Dream Eater, because it's from the first Gengar. And we won't have a move that can damage it because our other moves have to be Body Slam, Sleep Powder, and Swords Dance. Couldn't you mimic Amnesia? Yeah, but it doesn't help with Razor Leaf because you always crit with Razor Leaf. You could mimic Amnesia and then use Mega Drain potentially for the Lapras for the one-shot. That might be an idea. Yeah, that might be actually the best idea. Then you don't have Mega Drain for the champion. You could mimic Amnesia just for like the survivability on Blizzard. Agatha does have Psychic in yellow, but not in red and blue. Anyways, interesting. Venusaur, time, 42 minutes, 35 seconds. 7 resets, 0 blackouts. Total of 7 faults, of course. Level 59, game time of 2 hours and 37 minutes. I'm pretty confident that Blastoise is going to get a better time than this when I run it. And I don't think Charizard is, but I don't think that that's because Charizard won't get a better time. I just think that Charizard is an unfortunate Pokemon that suffers from extreme RNG against Lance. Maybe I'm going to be proven wrong. I would love it if Charizard gets an absolutely incredible time of like 39 or 38 minutes tomorrow, or whenever I do it. I don't know if I'm going to be back tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Anyway, the next one up in this series is going to be Charizard. Hope this has been fun. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video. If you made it this far, you're incredible. See you next time.